Oh, hi. Hi, everybody. It's Jean Tuitt. How are you? I'm putting some more enthusiasm into the day today, and hopefully you are too. It is Friday. Those of you on the 9 to 5 schedule, I know you're excited about a weekend. The rest of us, or who knows what we're doing. So, it changes daily, right? We're trying our best. Well, actually, not trying, but we are working towards getting there. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Oh, don't forget to pray. Pray for success and abundance and love and all the luck and everything. This was my brother's. He prayed all the time. Whenever we went to church together, we literally had to drag him out of the church. My brother Mark, he was just so awesome, especially on the holidays when they had the nativity scene or the Easter scene or whatever it was. But we literally had to drag him out of the church because after the service was over, the mass or whatever, he would literally just go up there and pray and pray and pray. So anyway, but I know he's up in heaven now. Okay, thank you, Mark, for helping me in this life. Okay, so, and Jesus, I know you're up there with everybody. Okay, so this is a little book, Slate Please. I'm decluttering, and I even got some new cleaning supplies. I didn't go anywhere. I got this whole kit for just $5 at Dollar Tree, one of my favorite places. But it's got all kinds of stuff in here. It's real quick because I have a small place with a floor. So after I sweep, it'll be easier to just, it's a put together mop kit. So I could do the wet mop, and then later on I could do dry mop, kind of like a dust mop thing. And then, but I did get another bucket. That's only $1.25, the bucket and stuff. But, so anyway, this is a book. So I have a lot of decluttering to do. So, but anyway, I'm all over the map because I'm trying to multitask. This is my time to reorganize, I guess. Since my favorite thing to do is be an actor, and those jobs come fewer and far between, especially for people like me who started in their 40s, and now 20 years later I've had some small roles in indie films and everything, but when you're trying to still achieve greatness in that field, there's some downtime there. So, and like I said, I've between whatever, all the stuff. Okay, so anybody in my subscribers, so it even kind of says that in my headline, but I've had lots of other jobs and careers in between all that. So I think I really just wanted to marry a veterinarian or a dentist or somebody. I don't even think I had to feel like I had to marry a movie star man or a big director or a big executive or a big whatever, sports figure or politician or anything. I think I just wanted to, I used to date a lot of attorneys for some reason. I think because I have an analytical brain, One of my brothers became an attorney, but it's but for some reason I couldn't pass the LSAT because I think I have such a highly creative mind that and creative people tend to have a little bit of ADHD or, because we're always thinking about a lot of different things at once. And also I had childhood trauma, which exasperates that. But you can really use that with your acting because you can use that in your roles, and I was studying up on Gene Hackman. He didn't have an easy childhood either. His could have even been more traumatic than mine in many ways. But you use that in your acting. And I was very inspired by him during all his acting years, and everybody missed him when he retired. But anyway, I will talk about him in 1 second, I promise, because I want to talk about artwork and how he when he married his, or after he married his pianist wife, who was a concert pianist, then he got heavily involved in artwork, which he'd always been an artist too, apparently, on and off, along with the acting, and done some, then he got into mostly paintings. He had painted a lot of paintings, and mainly just, but he wrote books too. But I thought it's all kind of connected, creativity. But anyway, this is a real simple book. Casting director Tony Study, The Ultimate Actor's Guide to Audition Preparation, Slate Please. This is one of the first things that I went to when I moved out to LA back in 2003. I was out there on and off, I would try to be able to afford it by substitute teaching and doing a lot of background acting and temp office and jobs and various things, and then doing occasional acting and training, and you're always going to acting class or auditions, or it's a whirlwind life. And for somebody in their 40s like I was the first time I moved out there, but I think it's something I always wanted to do when I was in my 20s. But anyway, I finally did it. For those of you that are younger, just realize that if you do all that, you're going to you may have to work several jobs. And I would advise you to find several roommates if you're not already like married or have someone to live with and share your expenses with, like a boyfriend or for men, girlfriends, or, whatever, couples of any combination thereof, or even, but roommates, definitely, because even if you find a tiny place, it can be very pricey to try to do all that by yourself. So, which I usually did. I mean, I made a lot of friends out there, but yet, it's hard to coordinate all that together. Okay, so my first painting, I might have shown it to you briefly one day, but I think I might have just, but this is really pretty, because I was kind of on a theme of pink today. Obviously, I was like wearing pink, and then it's getting warmer. I even had this little shirt over this, but it's like getting warmer today, thank goodness, because I have a lot of decluttering and housework to do today. So, just years of accumulating stuff when you're older, that happens. Okay, so, but I thought this was really cute. This is the Butterfly Bee by Cindy Clark of Dallas. So she gave this to me. I've moved it various times, but I may have to find a frame for it. She always told me I could sell her artwork if I wanted to, but it's just on a poster board, but it's very pretty. It's a lot of colors, a lot of paint went into this one. The Butterfly Bee, okay? So, and I wanted to share real quick again, the other day I might have breezed through Kim's artwork. Of course, this is one of her favorite subjects, Mr. Pitt. That's how we met online, because we started comparing notes and realizing that neither one of us were talking to the real Pitt, which, I'm sure he has better things to do, than be online, like that. He has to do stuff in the real world. Okay, so, well, that's not, it is, but unfortunately the imposters take over. But these are just some more pictures that she had done. Okay, then she did a sketch of me for my birthday, and that was me like maybe 10 years ago or so. But like I said, I actually just pulled my hair up. I need to get a haircut, or maybe even do some highlights. This is my natural color at my age. It's like when we get older in our family, we don't necessarily turn gray. We just, like I was naturally blonde, and then my hair went from natural light platinum blonde to golden blonde to dirty dishwater blonde to, all those different things like that. So, okay, so, and this is another picture of him, and this was Ruth Busby, which is so cute. I would like to meet her one day. And I didn't even know she lives kind of near me. Ruth Buzzy, you know, is very popular. If you want to look her up, she was a big comedian. I guess she's sort of semi-retired now, but and this is a beautiful. Here's more butterflies by Kim Overholt, and all these paintings of him and everybody else are by Kim Overholt. Very beautiful. She's up in Canada. And then, okay, so, oh, and then I was going to go through something with you really quick. Okay, so you might, you know, like, you can get these little play books, which, when I took classes at Joe and Linville Studios, that was what we always did. We went and got from the dramatist play service, but there used to be a place in L.A. called Samuel French, and you could get almost any screenplay that you wanted there, from TVs, you know, television shows, movies, you know, all kinds of films and plays, lots of plays. And, of course, a lot of shows are based, you know, on plays, stage plays. Like, I got, like, these books in more recent years. I was able to find some of these even at Ten Texas and other places around and about, or ordering them, because now you have to order them. But I have a lot of them here that I had bought at Samuel French, and I used them for my roles at the Linville Studio, Hello from Bertha, and then I had well, anyway, some other books that I got too, William Inge, and some, you know, Tennessee Williams plays, and you can even get some of them very like I got this at a used bookstore for like $2, I think. Yeah, $2.50. It's A Streetcar Named Desire, and everybody knows those great roles from, you know, the great scenes from that where he yells out, Stella, Stella, you know, the school teacher, you know, that kind of, that's alone and visits her sister, who's married to Stanley. Is it Stanley? I have to go look and see. I'm sorry, but I've slept since then. Let's see here. But yeah, Stanley and Stella, and Blanche, of course. Blanche is, she is kind of a, you know, she's a younger version of Mrs. Haversham in The Great Expectations, which, I don't know, you know, sometimes I have felt that way a little bit since I've been single more than matched up with somebody. So, you know, you get older and everything, and you kind of just, you want to retain your youth, you know, and that's what, but still accepting your you know, trying to be whatever. So working on being more sexy like you were when you were younger and all those things. I do think that keeps you younger because if you just give up, you can't give up on all these things. So that was one thing I'd still like to do right in life, even though I was married once and I was engaged once, and then I had a number of boyfriends, and you know, kind of like a challenging relationship with my father, which sort of overshadowed. I've worked on so much. I've actually worked on it. I would say I'm not one to puff up myself a bit, but I have worked on it more than a lot of people do. So if I do meet Mr. Right, I think I'm right. I'm ready now. So finally, before I become a decrepit dinosaur or whatever. So, but my grandmother did live to be 99, so you never know. If you get with me, you might end up another 30 years with me, depending on your age, of course. So, anyway, so I tend to date younger, but I'm open now to different age groups. It's all about the personality. looks helps though. I mean, you have to have some kind of an attraction, right? You know. So anyway, I think that's it for today. I'm still trying to unravel this heart, you know. It got caught up in all the sports stuff and the Mardi Gras stuff, and I think that when you're decluttering, I think that's kind of indicative of your life, because I've actually decluttered a lot since I keep bringing this up, but you know, whenever I couldn't find Mr. Right when I was younger and cuter and slim, and you know, my hair was all more blonder, you know, like, because like I said, this is my natural color, but it needs to be cut and styled, but anyway, so at least I still get like oily skin and oily hair really quickly, like, but yeah, see, the red heart is tied up in all these sports deals, the Coors Light. So basically, when I never could find Mr. Right, I just said, you know what, I'm just going to have fun too, like men do, you know, not necessarily the wild aspects, although when I was younger, I'll never say never, but I learned quickly that women are wired differently from men. You know, we tend to, you know, if we get too close to a guy, we all of a sudden we're thinking wedding bells or something, and he might not even be appropriate for that. He might not even be a provider type or anything. He might just be totally, like, looking to you, and then what are we going to do, have celery and peanut butter for lunch or whatever, you know, which is not a bad idea. So, anyway, so, okay, so I am ready to go now. So, I will talk to you later. And I hope I had my volume up on this one. Okay? So, you guys have a fun day. Over and out. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Bye. Gene Tuitt over and out.